Contradiction.
Contradiction.
Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy.
Inconsistency.
Inconsistency.
Brown boy. These are all words that sum up Nav's lyrics pretty nicely. Now Nav may be the best brown boy in the game, self-proclaimed, but that doesn't mean he's the best lyricist in the game. So today, we'll be looking at what I think his 10 worst lyrics are, another video in the worst lyrics series. It's been a while since I did one of these. With that being said, this is CDTVProductions. You can of course follow me on Twitter and Instagram under that name. Let's get right into the video.
Shorty 21, she in her prime years. I don't want her body, I want her mind, yeah.
Are you saying that you don't want this girl for her looks, you want her for her intellect? Because I have files on top of files that prove that statement incorrect. There's this one, or this one, or even this one. Yeah, I don't think her mind is what you're after.
Born alone, die alone. I let the drugs.
I don't know if Nav somehow materialized out of thin air, but if he didn't, he wasn't born alone. You literally came out of someone, into someone else's hands who was waiting in the other side. I hate to instantly bring the mood of this video down, but Nav is half right here. There's a chance for all of us that we might die alone. But the first half just doesn't make any sense.
Just cause it's Japanese don't mean that that's a foreign car.
Unless you're from Japan, yeah, it does mean it's a foreign car. Like, by definition, it's a foreign car. It might not be an expensive, exotic car, but it's still foreign. I get what the line is going for, but the literal purpose of this series is to nitpick for entertainment. So those Japanese cars, in this video, they're foreign cars, Nav.
Like the world revolve around me, industry wouldn't be shit without me. Everybody.
I beg to differ.
When have you ever heard when have you ever heard someone say or I'm assuming the answer is never. I'm just guessing here, but I think the game would be alright without the living embodiment of rap cliches existing within it.
My fans be screaming louder than the crowd in March Madness.
No good. Backstab. Napier for the win. He got it.
Remember feeling broke as fuck.
Yeah, I don't think they quite compare, and that's potentially because Nav seems to have the stiffest stage presence I've ever seen in my life, and that might be because half of his performance is literally him walking around doing this, just holding the mic out to the crowd and letting them perform the song for him. March Madness crowds, they take the W here.
They're trying to find you a good guy, but I treat you better than him. He ain't got no guap, he ain't got no whip, and I dress better than him.
So, if I'm getting this right, you're gonna treat her better and be a better boyfriend because you care about money and materialistic things above everything else. Yeah. Alright, see, just based entirely on some other Nav lyrics, I don't think he's gonna treat this woman better than most.
I make her think of love, just so I can fuck her when I want.
No, yeah, if I was female, I would love for Nav to be my man. He sounds so caring.
I need a bitch that got some substance. All these bitches want is money.
Well, this instantly contradicts the previous line. You just said you would treat a woman better specifically because you're rich. And then you complain about women only wanting you for your money. Just listen to 5 Nav songs and tell me what he's more interested in. Good-looking women that he can have one-night stands with? Or, as he says here, women where the looks don't matter, just women that he can have deep, intimate talks with. I'll give you a big hint, the answer is the first one.
Like Tony, I swear the 6 feel like the guys I smoke like.
Gaza. Toronto feels like Gaza, apparently. Now, I'm not saying Toronto is the safest area in the world or anything, because it sees its fair share of crime, definitely. But Gaza is considered a legitimate war zone. Like, many governments have issued warnings about travelling there because things can go south at literally any minute. I understand hyperbole is often used in rap, but this is probably one of the most out there cases of it.
I grabbed the ass and she called me a perv. Opened the leg so I had to insert.
Look, I've mentioned this line before a couple of times when talking about awful Nav lyrics, but it just has to be brought up again for how goddamn creepy it is. Why are you so obsessed with making yourself sound like a sexual predator, Nav? Look, I don't think Nav is one, And I don't think he intended that line to sound this way, because why would you intend it to sound that way? But did no one around him tell him how incredibly non-consensual this line sounds? But it doesn't stop here with lyrics that make you squirm, because we have just one more left.
Remember these bitches ain't wanna fuck. Now she gave me head outside of Toys R Us.
We got him.
Out of all the places in the world you could choose to get head outside of, why Toys R Us, Nav? Not only does the line sound super suspect because you're mentioning the fact that you're performing a sexual act outside of a children's toy store, but the fact that you're even risking a child seeing you doing that, it's incredibly questionable. You can't just casually throw that into the chorus of your song and expect it to breeze by, Mr. Navraj. There's a million other stores or just general places you could choose to put in that line that sound way less creepy. Now she give me head whenever I wake up. Now she give me head outside Dunkin' Donuts. Now she give me head outside of the Starbucks. But no, Toys R Us is what you landed on, and I will forever question it. Well guys, that is going to be it for your Sarcasm Fest today. I hope you guys enjoyed another episode in this 10 Worst Lyrics series. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate you leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't done so already and want to see more content similar to this. Also hit that notification bell so there's a chance that YouTube will tell you whenever I upload. That's all I got to say for today, guys. Like I said, you can find me on social media under the name CDTVProductions. That's mainly Twitter and Instagram. And I will hopefully see you all in the next one. This is CDTV Productions, signing out.